Good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here today. On behalf of the School of Education and UC Irvine, I am so thrilled to be able to welcome you to UC Irvine and our campus. The youth here today have been incredibly inspirational, right? Am I right? Do you have a little bit more fire in your belly? They remind us in real time that environmental justice is worth fighting for, right? That it is worth our time, it is worth our efforts, it is worth our collective bandwidth to ensure that these stories we're hearing are altered. I grew up in the city of Norwalk, which is where my grandparents also had a home in Norwalk, and my grandmother had 12 children. 9 boys, a baseball team, and 3 girls. And of those 12 children that grew up in Norwalk, Mexican-American children, 9 of them have or have had cancer. You see, they grew up on a block with a transformer right behind the cul-de-sac, and they grew up in proximity close to toxins. Is it coincidence, or is it environmental racism? And so when we think about where we live and where we go to school, every child, every family should have the opportunity to live and go to school in a toxin-free environment. So I would argue environmental justice, yes, is very much worth it, and worth our time, and worth our effort, and worth our ongoing investment. I'm also honored because I have the distinct pleasure to introduce one of our honored speakers who is making a difference every day through her philanthropy. A trustee of the UCI Foundation Board, Stacy Nicholas is a strong supporter of the School of Education, and her support is making a tremendous impact on our efforts to lead across California on an issue, as you know, we all care about, environmental education. Stacy has chosen to invest in this statewide effort and collaboration because, like many of you, she understands the urgency and this call to action that our universities and partnerships should be engaged in, and that centering education is a key to protecting our planet. As Richard noted, Stacy has made the first endowed chair for the School of Education a reality. We are about to launch our search this fall. This new endowed chair will work with ECCLPs and our school to ensure that climate and environmental education is part of the fabric of teacher and professional development, education sciences, and interdisciplinary majors. We are hoping to shape the field in this space. The relaunch of ECCLPs comes at a crucial moment and as a considerable opportunity to develop robust climate policy and our approaches to launch an educational agenda that will alter how climate education and practice is delivered in our schools and in our communities. The School of Education, now in our 10th year, is redefining how a school can serve its local, state, and global community. Through our new endowed chair and the initiatives like ECCLPs, the School of Education is bringing California closer to a policy and leadership imperative. Stacy's longtime support for the School of Education positions us to inform climate education and pedagogy, and her gift is a bold investment in transformational climate justice that will impact future generations.